There we go. We're on.
Morning.
Yeah, I know. It just went live though. Yay!
Yay!
Give it one more second. Oh. Clear that out.
Continue. Turn.
And it's doing that right now, but. Maybe. There we go. There's my hand. There's my hand.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, there you go. I think.
Technical difficulties, honey. Technical difficulties. Okay, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I'm like, why isn't it working? YouTube was being difficult. All right, so anyway, today we're going to be working on our a moment to breathe 365-day devotional, and we have made it to day 137. So today's verse is Hebrews 11:6. It says, "Now without faith it is impossible to please God, since the one who draws near to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him." And then let's go ahead and read our story. So our story today says, we had just finished reading our morning devotional. That's when my daughter looked at me and said, "Sometimes I don't know if God is real. I mean, I want to, but sometimes I just don't know." I didn't say anything at first. She had just revealed a piece of her heart, and I wanted to stop time for just a moment. The truth is, I've doubted sometimes too. There have been days when I've struggled to see God in anything, and I just wasn't sure anymore. I've whispered, "God, help me believe, increase my faith," more times than I can count. There have been days when the doubt threatened to consume me for good and left me wanting to give up Christianity. So many times I've asked God to reveal himself to me. I felt like an Israelite, begging for a sign. There were some nights I remember reading my kids a Bible story and thinking to myself, did this really happen? How can I teach them when I feel so uncertain? Thankfully, God heard my cry. He didn't zap me with a ton of faith overnight. Instead, he made me walk through some long, dark valleys. It was in those valley moments, when I didn't see a way out or through, that he revealed himself the most. 2 years ago, our home in Alabama wouldn't sell. Then a tornado ripped through town, destroying everything in its path except my neighborhood. Another family needed a home, and ours was available. It's as if God had been keeping our house on hold just for this family. It's hard explaining to a 12-year-old that sometimes we see God best when trials or even tornadoes come our way. He reveals himself in the most unexpected ways. So when my little girl tells me she just isn't sure, I tell her it's okay, we'll figure it out together. So today we're supposed to take a moment and confess our doubts to God. It's okay. We've all had them. He understands too. Then ask God to reveal himself to you in an unexpected way today. That's awesome. I know I've had doubts, so that definitely sums me up right there. So let's go ahead and turn to our page. And I think I'm going to need a book today. Let me get a book. Maybe a thicker book. Let me grab. Of course, my book is underneath of a bowl. All right, so today I could not find an image with somebody, getting ready to step off a cliff and trusting that God was going to be there or something with that sort of thing. So I found this little cutie over at the paper shelter, and he's jumping on a trampoline, and it's called Happy Times. I put a link to him down in the description box if you want to head over and grab him and color along in your Bible with me. And then I printed out this little saying. It says, "Have faith." And I'm going to put that somewhere. I don't know where. It's because our verse is verse I forgot what verse it was already. So right up here. So we'll have room for this in here. And I got these fonts from the HungryJPEG bundle, the Majestic May bundle. And it's on sale right now if you want to grab that. I've also put a link to that down in the description box. But this one is called, this bigger one is called Lebec Filled. And then this one, this pretty scripty one, is Sarisha Script. I printed this one at 100 and this one was 125. And this one here also comes in an unfilled version, so you got like the outline and a little space you could color if you like that. But I'm thinking I'm going to put that right on here like this. So that's my thought. So let's grab, and I'm going to use my Inktense pencils today to color. So let me put a piece of paper back here. And since I'm going to watercolor, and see it's way in the back, so it doesn't even want to. I'm going to need another book. Let's put this book back here. See if we can prop up this page a little bit. There, so it keeps it a little bit flatter. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my page first. So let's move all of this over a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use my clear gesso to prep it. And let me stick my little spongy thing down on here. And I'm going to shake some onto my lid. And I like to prep mine first just so I don't have to worry about anything bleeding through to the other side. It's just totally personal preference for me. You don't have to prep your page, but I don't want to have to worry about it bleeding through. And with the watercoloring too, I get the page so wet that it makes the page really crinkly, and I don't personally like that. And also for my page, this little guy here, I used my light box to put him in. I printed him out on a piece of copy paper, and then I used my light box and my Micron pen, because those are waterproof, to trace him in. So you can also use a piece of carbon paper if you don't have a light box to do that, or print it out. And mine has so much stuff on the back that I definitely need the light box to see, because there's something on the other side. And I do have video for that in my how-to section if you want to watch that. Or I'll try to remember to link it at the top of the screen after the video posts. But it makes it super easy to get images into your Bible, because I cannot draw. That's not my forte. I don't even have the imagination to come up with this cute little guy jumping on the trampoline. That's just not my thing. I like to color, paint, stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to give it 2 coats because I want to make sure I got all the whole page. And if I put 2 coats on, then I don't have to worry that I maybe missed a section. And since I usually end up splattering it, I'm going to just make sure that I do the whole thing. You know me and my splatters. But yeah, I searched and searched for a cute image of somebody walking maybe off the side of a cliff into a hand I thought would be cute. Or just a leap of faith of some sort. And I just could not find anything with that on there. So when I found this little cutie jumping on a trampoline, and he comes with there's like 3 images in the little set, so you can do other things too. I think one of them he's eating an ice cream cone. Got a dried piece of gesso on there. Get that off there. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to outline my verse so I don't forget that it's up here at the top and covered up on accident, because I would do that. This way too I won't accidentally put my title over the top of it. I can see me doing that too. Okay, let's grab, move him over. Now I'm going to go down a little bit so we can paint. So I'm going to use my Derwent Inktense pencils today for coloring. And I got my color chart and I got my pencils. So let's see. Let's go ahead and we're going to do him in tan, which is 1720. I'm going to grab some water. And I like to do my colored, or my Derwent pencils with getting my brush wet and then just getting some color off of the end of the pencil. That tends to work best for me. You could do it however you like. For me, it's easier just to wipe my brush on here and pick some up and then use that to color. And two, when you do the Inktense pencils, don't forget that when they're dry, they're dry. You can't move them around after that. So make sure you have it the color where you want. If you don't have any lines, or if you have some lines, if you don't want this on there, to make sure to erase that. Because once they dry on here, they're not going to move around. Even with the gesso, I find that they don't move after that. They'll sometimes move a little bit, but not enough to really matter much. I love this little guy's hair. Just work our way around. I've got a couple little petals here, so I'm going to push those up here towards his bangs. That way we got some shadow up here. Okay. Then let's do some kind of, whoops, got his face right here. Let's do some brown for his hair. How about Willow, which is 1900. It's kind of a reddish color. I got a little spot of gesso right here. Let's wipe that off. This tan I use for his skin's kind of got a greenish tint. I might have to put something over the top of that. Okay, let's see. So let's do greenish tint. We can't have that. How about we add 1740, which is saddle brown, over the top of his green skin, because I don't want him to have green skin. That's not going to work for me. It could be too that it's the I have something on the back of the page that's a green tint, so it's probably pulling some of that through. So we're just going to darken him up. Because his arms don't look that way. Let's dry this, and then we'll give him a second coat up here on his hair. Yeah, he looks better. But yeah, it must be on the back here, I've got this little sticker that's green, so it's kind of shading through to the other side. Okay, so let's go back and add some more of our willow to his hair. And maybe we'll put a little bit of this, what was that? Saddle brown, maybe in there too. Kind of mix those two together. Okay. We'll give that a dry. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot his belly. Can't have that. Hi, Julie. Thanks for coming by. He's jumping. He has faith. He's going to jump and he's going to come back and land on that trampoline. Okay, let's add a little bit more tan here. Should have made his face red, because if you're jumping on the trampoline, you're definitely going to have a red face. Maybe you could have some pink cheeks. Hi, Carol. With the gesso is to keep it from bleeding through to the other side. It's not for, it's not that you won't be able to see stuff from the other side, because the sticker on the back's pretty green, so you can kind of see that a little bit. But now that it's dry, you can't tell. See, his skin's turned a little bit browner. But this up here, this green, is the sticker a little bit showing through. Like I can see up here, I can see some of the words through, but none of the other stuff bled through the other side. Okay, let's see. We're gonna need some pink. He's gotta do inside of his mouth. So, did you make it back home, Carol? Are you gonna be at coloring tonight? Carol's my friend in town. We get together on every third Thursday and color. But she was traveling. She was living it up. Oh, let's see. What's our choices? We have cherry. Let's do cherry. So cherry is 510. He's going to need something a little bit darker. How about 600, which is Shiraz? I don't think I've ever used this one. Interesting. We'll dry it this time. That hopefully then I won't get this tongue color stuck in the back. Okay, then we're gonna do his pants and his shirt. Oh, we gotta do his trampoline here too. Let's grab black. Ink black for the trampoline. going to darken it up. I'm going to go ahead and just color right on my page. And then we'll use our brush. I don't want to wipe it around too much to get it wet. Oops. And kind of messy. I like this too because you can take, if you got to go out of the lines, you can get it wet with your brush and then come back and dab it up. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let's see. Shirt. How about... Oh, let's pick something pretty. How about aquamarine? That's $12.20. It's a pretty bluish green color. Oh, that's nice. I like that color. I have to try that on something else. Okay, so pants. Let me see. I'm thinking that he's going to have apple green pants just because they're totally outrageous. So apple green is $1,400. Look at that green. He's enjoying the summer with his shorts. I picked this brush was in here today, so I've got this giant brush. So it sucks up quite a bit of water when you put it, I put it in the dish. So what I'm doing is I'm dabbing it on my paper towel and then I'm sucking up some of this excess water. It holds quite a bit of, this thing holds a lot of water. It's a number 8. I took all my other brushes into my office yesterday because I was trying out my gesso. And so I have them in there because I was sitting in there watching YouTube videos while I tried to paint a flower vase and a box with some chocolates. Although I only used one brush. You actually don't need a million brushes to paint things. At least I don't, not yet. And then let's add some blue. I think he's gonna have, no, let's give him black shoes. shoes have some kind of... This one back here has a thing on the back, so let's put... This one probably did too, but I forgot to put it on there, so I'm just going to leave a little space there. When I was tracing him on the page, it was hard to see, even with my light box, it was hard to see all the lines. Oops. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna need something around the outside. So I think I'm gonna do, because his shirt's got this pretty blue, I'm gonna do, or the aquamarine, green aquamarine. I'm gonna do the outside of the trampoline with that. Tie it together. Even though it's probably supposed to be black. I think ours is black. Gray. I don't know. I should have made the trampoline part like hot pink. Did you girls watch the video with me doing session 2 of our Illustrated Faith Less Hustle More Jesus devotional this week with the upside down flowers? If you didn't, make sure to go over and check that out. That was kind of fun. I was watching a video and this girl had done some upside down flowers for a painting, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put those in my Bible. It worked out perfect because the verse was at the bottom of the page. So all the flowers hung down and then the verse was at the very bottom. Okay, let me see. I think he's going to need some more stuff in his hair here. Let's do oak. 1730 is oak. A little bit of brown in here. Or if you're on my Instagram page, if you check that out, I posted a picture over there too. Put little lines on here. Make it look like hair, hopefully. And I'm thinking that maybe we should put some... Maybe he could have some cheek color on here. A little bit of pink. Okay, so I'm going to call that good for coloring. So now I want to do, let's go up a little bit. Now I'm going to want to put on my title, or let me see, let's cut it out first. So I did print this out on some clear sticker paper, and I put a link to some of that down in the description box if you guys want to try some stickers. It makes it quick and easy. My handwriting is not this fancy, so for me, buying some fonts is much easier, and it always looks so pretty. It's got the cuteness factor I require. I mean, look at this swirly one. Really pretty. Okay, so we're gonna put that, I think, right here. But I want to do... This is way too boring. We cannot have... This is not colorful enough for me. So we're gonna need some color. So let's get out our Illustrated Faith watercolors and splatter it up. Move my pencils over here. Yes, this is definitely not enough color for me. Okay, so let's see. We've got, I don't know, I'm thinking this hot pink. And maybe some orange. And I really like this yellow too. But these are like my favorite colors evidently, because those are the ones I use the most. And I'm thinking maybe... Maybe I'm going to squish some on there. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna go with this right here. And this. Let's do. Squishing did not work that great today. Let me see. Anyway. I got a little bit up here. I don't want that there. I'm thinking that we won't do squishing. I'm just going to plop some on there. But I better dry this first. Otherwise, I will have orange and pink mixed together, and I don't think that's going to look that great. As we dry it here, maybe I'll come back with some pink, some more pink. And maybe darken this up. This doesn't seem very dark. I need some wow factor. Okay, then let's try some orange. Let's put some orange right here. Let me get the page wet. Maybe that will work better. Oh, look at that. That looks like a cat. Or if you put him down like this, there, so he could be a little cat. All right, let me see here. And let's put a little bit over here. This is looking kind of boring over here. So we can run it downhill a little bit. Ow! That's hot. Do not put your hand behind that. Hey. Let's see here. Okay, this on here. Make sure when you're putting your stickers down that you be careful putting them down, because once you put them down, you're not going to get them up. So you want to make sure that you put them down slow and smush them down so you don't have a bunch of wrinkles in there. But you can put it right over the text and you can see, well, I printed mine in black, but if you printed it in a lighter color, you would be able to see this stuff, the words underneath. But I don't mind that it covers that up because I have a different Bible that I can read. So we don't mind that. So there is that. So let's do journaling over here. I'm gonna need a little sturdy thing here. Alrighty, so there we have our finished page. We've got, I did my journaling, and then I put my date down here at the bottom, so later on when I look through, I can see what day I did this. So I hope you guys all had fun doing Bible journaling today. If you have a question, leave me a comment down below, and I will make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I hope you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.